Hey everybody. Today we're gonna talk about more somber things than we normally do. Um, Yesterday we got news that we had lost like one of honestly the greatest artists that I can remember in modern time. Anyway, Drew Struzan. If you're not familiar with Drew Struzan, by name, you are absolutely familiar with him by his work. He's like the preeminent like movie poster artist of the 80s, and pretty much like the author of the visual style of your childhood, if you didn't know. You're talking the Back to the Future trilogy, you're talking Star Wars posters, most of the Indiana Jones posters, except for the original. Um, just Hellboy, just tons of art, like pieces that you've seen. The Thing cover, Goonies, like he was prolific. Now, as an artist myself, Drew inspired me like so much. I mean, he's the reason why when I do movie poster art, I always try to add like Drew isms. The little speckle of splatter is an effect or add texture. The flares and the light effects and just the almost heightened reality that he would create in his work, that everything is just celluloid like glory. Everybody's just got that glare and shine but feel real, and the personality coming through in the facial expressions. And usually anytime whenever I do any sort of art, I think of his work. Like his work is the work that I go back to over and over and over again, to zoom in real close and look at the textures of it, to look at the colors, to look at the lighting. And he is a super nice guy. Most of the people that I've talked to who had interactions with him, fan letters, con meetings, like everything, the guy was just a gem, and one of those guys who gave back to art in general. Fostered new artists that followed him and people who were similar to him that he inspired that rose up, like Mark Ratz and some of these other guys. It's like he absolutely had an impact on art, not only just by his work, but by his manner and who he is, the way he treated others and the way he fostered artists to do their own work. And like I remember reading a letter where somebody had, sent him a fan letter and asked, about being an artist, and the fact that he told him, like to you can push to be an artist and do that, but like if it ever comes at the cost of being a father or being a husband, that make the right call. And I think about that. I mean, it's funny reading that and thinking to myself, that was my journey. I gave it up so that I could be a father and husband and could focus on family. And I don't know, just like a guy like that, he felt like somebody who understood the humanity of art and, where to draw the line and how to try to thread the needle. And to me, it's losing him is a pretty big punch in the gut. We knew it was coming. He had the health issues lately and stopped being able to go to cons and stopped being able to work. And he, had like, dementia issues and Alzheimer's, and was just like not quite able to have the same conversations that he used to be able to have. And it was a real bummer already. And we just knew that one day we'd lose him. Just didn't expect it so fast. But he's one of the greats, one of the legends. Like absolutely one of those guys that should be remembered for all time. And honestly, to me, is the greatest poster artist who ever lived. In fact, I mean, I would say one of the best modern artists of our whole life. And he will absolutely be missed. And, you know, it's going to be tough. But the lesson we should all take is that when artists die, when heroes are lost, to take the lessons from them, you know. If you're an artist, make art. And don't do it for fame and glory, just do it for you. And if it gets you fame and glory, then that's worth it. But that's not the goal. Just make art to make art. You know, it's like these days AI art is everywhere, crap art is everywhere. And the more artists that just make art, the better. But above all, just be good people. So, you know, here's to Drew. He will be missed. He's a great man, and art is less with him gone. So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that, I guess.